think about this fun, or maybe not so fun, would you rather question. Would you rather die old with your life full of regrets, or young but with no regrets at all? Scenario 1. You're old, you're 100, but for every year or even month you can recall, there's something not quite right. Not there yet. Something you just weren't perfect enough at. Maybe you didn't get top marks for that one quiz in high school. Maybe you didn't get to the best university. Maybe you drank spoiled milk on your first date and ended up spending more time with the toilet than with your would-be partner. Maybe you ate 2 more burgers than usual one day and gained some fatty friends that just never left. A life with so many regrets. Or there's scenario 2. You're young, say 30 years old, top at everything in your school days. Countless friends that make you smile and laugh every day. Loved by all, with just a little bit of drama to make your life more interesting. But at the end, you're the happy ones. Life is perfect. So perfect, it makes up for the years that you won't get to live after 30. Which would you rather? Interestingly, when I asked this would you rather question to people around me, many answered they would rather die young with a perfect life and no regrets. And that really surprised me. I mean, think of all the things you'd be missing out on. All the possibilities, the shots to take, the moments, the joys, the laughs, and even the regrets. I think many just think that regrets are things to avoid. But the thing is, I think that regrets are just a part of life. What is life without regrets? So, one conversation with my friends, I quietly raised my hand up and expressed my rather unpopular opinion. I'd rather die old with all the regrets than young missing all those precious years. And suddenly my friends just stared at me like I'm a weirdo, and I hastily changed the subject. So, how was that math test for you guys? And today, I'm here to finish the conversation I left hanging with my friends that day. Living a meaningful life, something many want and something many wish. I was thinking of this question, the when would you rather die question one day, and I came to this conclusion. I actually wasn't disagreeing with my friends on this topic at all. Because what we all really wanted was to live, so that at the end of it all, we can look back and think, wow, I really lived. That was a meaningful life. They said they would rather die young without any regrets, because for them, that's what a meaningful life meant. I say I'd rather die old with all the regrets, because for me, there's meaning in the regrets as well. So now, the question is not, when will you die? It's, how will you live? How will you live so that even though you have little regrets in life, you know you have lived, and you don't regret it? I want to tell you a story that I found scrolling through YouTube one day. That video was titled, Emotional Olympic Gold Medal Victory After 12 Years. Oscar Figueroa, Never Give Up. With all those emojis and exclamation points, what an inspiring title. I heard my heart screaming, click that video, watch that video. So I clicked it. But before I share Oscar Figueroa's story with you all, I want us to think together. Why do Olympic medalists get emotional on the podium? Why do some cry with their gold medals? It's not because they're sad to be up there. No, it's probably because they're happy. Because all the pain, the hurt, the tries, the fails, because it all paid off. There's a line in Shakira's song, Try Everything, from the movie Zootopia, and it sings, birds don't just fly, they fall down and get up. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. No champion gets up to the top without once having fallen. Oscar Figueroa won his gold after 12 years of painful effort. 12 years of grit, not luck, not talent. And in those years, he wasn't just laying around doing some bicep curls on the sofa because he just remembered to. No, he put his everything to it. He overcame injuries in his neck and hand. He continued moving forward. He continued pushing and pushing. He refused to give up with just a silver in 2012. 4 years later, it was his effort and grit that crowned him champion and placed gold on his neck. His effort is shown not only through the gold medal, but also through his tears when he is confirmed first place. Now, I don't believe in truly happy tears because there must have been some sort of pain triggering them. But I do believe that those are the prettiest tears. And yes, when he fails to lift the 179 kilos for the world record, it may remain as a slight regret. But that regret will seem like nothing to him compared to the 12 years he have run to reach this victory. When he left his shoes on the platform that day, the news read it signified his retirement. But for him, it must have also symbolized the end to his long and rough journey. I used to be jealous and think that life is unfair. Some are just more talented than others. Some are just luckier. But if you think the same way as I did, then ask yourselves, are you trying as hard as they are? Did you try as hard as Oscar Figueroa? Did you study as hard as Albert Einstein? Did you practice as hard as Michael Jackson? It may seem like the person who lived the 30 perfect years was just extremely lucky. And it may seem the people at the top of the world are just talented. But trust me, talent and luck alone cannot drive someone to perfection. It's only hard work and grit that can do that. Don't say life is unfair. Don't say it's unfair because some people don't even have to try to be great because they tried. Don't give up because you think you'll never be as good as the talented people. Don't get offended by people who are better than you because they also tried. Don't call Einstein a genius and a genius only because who knows? If you try just a little harder, you could also be a genius one day. Talented is only a name we give to people when we are jealous of their bravery to put their hearts into their efforts. Now, going back to the would you rather question, there is something in common between both types of people. Between the person who lives 30 perfect years and the person who lives with regrets but grits through it and reaches 100. Their common ground is they probably lived with everything they had. One lived a perfect life because they tried their hardest in order to not have anything to regret. Because the greatest regret is to not have tried your hardest. Now, the other person in the question lived a long life, even though they had regrets, because they worked hard through it. One mistake wasn't enough to put out the fire. So, at the end of the road, their life overall wasn't a regret at all. it was a success, a victory. Those people who stand at the top of the world, those people who cry the happy tears, when others are having a hard time, they try harder. When others turn around, they hold their breaths and face it. When others sit down because they can't take it anymore, they stand up and stand up and stand up. When others frown at the world around them, they try to add another smile to the world. And that's trying hard. To them, regrets, food regrets. They tried their hardest. What more could they have done? Whatever you do, it will not be perfect. People will always find a way to make you regret, make you doubt, make you think it was all worthless. But don't let your life become a regret. Because at the end of the road, the effort you have put into everything will be the first to greet you. You are running on a dirt path, not a treadmill. And that path will get you somewhere. That path, it's going to be muddy. It's going to be bumpy. You will sink, you will trip, you will fall. You will wish you were walking on smooth concrete instead. But when you stand up from yet another fall and look back at it, you'll see. You'll see how far you've come. So, whatever your answer was to the would you rather question, live your fullest. Live fiercely with all you have, to your limits. Whatever that means for you, try your hardest. Run your hardest until you are out of your breath, because when you are out of breath, that's when you realize you are breathing. And that's when you realize you are living. Thank you.